I am Dr. J. Suresh Gaur, Associate Professor in Department of Mathematics, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Hyderabad. Today, we are going to discuss about the topic random variables. Before going to discuss about this topic, we have already discussed some basic concepts on probability, like probability and sample space, etc. The topics are very important role to discuss about random variable here. So what is mean by sample space? The collection of all possible outcomes is known as sample space. That definition is very useful to understand what is mean by random variables. So what is the meaning of random variable? What is the meaning of random variable? So I will explain you with example. Suppose tossing two coins. Is it random experiment or not? Tossing a coin is a random experiment because the result cannot predicted if we toss a coin or two coins or three coins something. So tossing two coins is a random experiment. If we toss two coins, what are the outcomes, possible outcomes? Either it may be head-head, head-tail, tail-head and tail-tail. These four are the possible outcomes if we toss two coins. What my question is there any other possibility other than these four possible outcomes? There is no other possibilities except these four possible outcomes. So the collection of all possible outcomes, we know that sample space. So this is the sample space definition. So these sample space elements I written here. HH, HT, TH and TT. See, if I take X is getting number of heads. This is my assumption, getting number of heads. In the first case, in head-head case, how many number of heads? Two heads. That's why I written 2 here. In the second case, second outcome, what is the option head and tail? How many heads here? Only one head. And third case, tail head. In this case, only one head. And last case, two tails. Here we have 0 heads. So we got it 2, 1, 1 and 0. These all are real numbers. And what is the left side? Sample space. What happens? Sample space associated with real number. How you got it the real number? By taking the getting number of heads as X. So X maps from sample space to real number is known as a random variable. Here X is defined as the real numbers 0, 1, 2. 0, 1, 2. So this is called random variable. I think you understood very clearly. Random variable is nothing but in any random experiment, the sample space associated with real numbers is known as a random variable. In this example, tossing two coins example, X equal to 0, 1, 2. Okay. Suppose if I take one more example for random variable, tossing three coins. This is also random experiment because tossing a coin is a random experiment. What are the possible outcomes in a sample space? Total 8 possible outcomes if we toss 3 coins at a time. What are the possibilities? Head, 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 tail, H, T, H, T, H, 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 double T, double T, H, T, T, H, triple T. If I take X as getting number of tails instead of getting number of heads in the previous example, now I am going to take getting number of tails. You check out how many number of tails in each outcome if we toss 3 coins. In the first outcome, 3 heads. How many number of tails here? Only 0. You put it 0. And in the second outcome, head, head, tail. Here the number of tails are 0. In HTH, the number of tails are 1. In THH, the number of tails are 1. In HTT, number of tails are 2. In THT, number of tails are 2. In double TH, number of tails are 2. And in triple T, number of tails are 3. All these are real numbers. How we got these real numbers? From the sample space S. According to the x number of tails. That x is a random variable, maps from sample space to real number. Here x is defined from 0, 1, 2 up to 3 only. See the values of real number 0, 1, 2, 3. So that is called random variable. Random variable means sample space is associated with real number in any random experiment is known as random variable, right? So this random variable are two types. One is discrete random variable and second one is continuous random variable. See, as of now, we discussed what is random variable. Random variable means sample space associated with real numbers. This random variable divided into two parts. One is discrete and second one is continuous. What is the meaning of discrete random variable? What is the meaning of discrete random variable? Discrete random variable means the range of that random variable is finite. The range of that particular random variable is finite. A random variable is said to be discrete random variable if the range of the random variable is finite. Like previous example, getting number of heads if we toss two coins. Getting number of heads if we toss two coins, what is the random variable? Either it may be 0, 1, 2. See, count it, only 3 are there. It may be finite, not infinite. So, such a type of experiments are known as, random variables are known as discrete random variable. The range of the random variable is finite. Suppose, one more example if you take, getting number of tails if we toss 3 coins. What is the random variable? Getting number of tails if we toss 3 coins, the options are 0, 1, 2, 3. This is also finite. Finite means countable. So, that's why this random variable is known as discrete random variable. As we have discussed in two previous examples also, discrete random variables, because their range is finite, means it is countable. What is the meaning of continuous random variable? Here, the range of the random variable not finite. The range of the random variable is defined between two real numbers. Between two real numbers. The range of the random variable is defined between any two real numbers. Suppose if I take one example. The height of the students in a classroom. In a classroom, many students are there, maybe 60 up to 60 students are there. Their height is between 4 feet to 6 feet if you assume. The height of the students in a classroom may be 4 feet to 6 feet. This is the random variable. We can write as in between 4 to 6. Not exactly 4.5, 5, 5.5. We are assigning that between 4 feet to 6 feet. That means the range is defined between two real numbers, 4 and 6. So, such a type of random variables are known as continuous random variable. Or one more example. The students got the marks in mathematics between 40 to 80 marks. There also, the range is defined between 40 to 80 marks. Not exactly particular mark, 70, 75 like that. In between 40 to 80 marks. So, the range is defined between two real numbers. That's why such a type of random variables are known as continuous random variables. Right? So, random variable, it means the sample space associated with real number. There are two types. One is discrete and second one is continuous. Discrete means the range is defined, range is finite. Continuous means the range is defined between any two real numbers. Right? Now, next, after discussing the random variable, discrete and continuous, we are going to discuss probability distribution. This is very important, or we can call as probability function. Suppose x is a random variable. Assume x is a random variable. Then f of x equal to p of capital X equal to small xi is known as probability distribution. Is known as probability distribution. You should remember, to get probability distribution, we require random variable x. Right? See, this P of X equal to Xi means probability of random variable from where to where. Suppose capital X random variable is defined like this 0, 1, 2. To get probability distribution f of x, you should find out probability of this random variable values. Probability of x equal to 0, P of x equal to 1 and P of x equal to 2. Probability of random variable equal to 0, probability of random variable value 1, probability of random variable value is 2. This total we can call as probability distribution. This simply we can write as f of x, right? If x is a random variable, then f of x equal to P of x equal to xi is called probability distribution or probability function. But you know that x is two parts, discrete random variable and continuous random variable. Similarly, this probability distribution also two parts according to the random variables, types of random variables. So that is, there are two, discrete probability distribution, continuous probability distribution. When it was happened, if x is a discrete random variable, we can find out discrete probability distribution. When x is a continuous random variable, we can discuss probability distribution is continuous probability distribution. When it is discrete probability distribution, the other name of the discrete probability distribution is PMF, probability mass function, PMF. Continuous probability distribution, other name is probability density function, PDF. So first we need to find out, we need to know what is PMF, probability mass function or discrete probability distribution. Here we take x is a discrete random variable, not only the random variable, discrete random variable. Discrete means the range of the random variable is finite. Then probability distribution is defined like this, f of x equal to P of x equal to x. When it is mass function, if it satisfies, these two properties are satisfied. What is the two properties? First property, that f of x should be greater than or equal to 0. Then second one, sum of f of x equal to 1. If these two conditions are satisfied, then the probability distribution is known as probability mass function. Suppose if you go to the probability density function, same concept, here x is a continuous random variable. Then the probability distribution f of x equal to P of x equal to xi is said to be probability density function if it satisfies these two properties. First property is same like probability mass function. The second probability, instead of sigma, we can take integration from minus infinity to infinity f of x dx equal to 1. Suppose for mass function, the first point is same, second point sigma f of x equal to 1. Right? So this is PMF case and this is PDF case. PMF we are going to apply for x is a discrete random variable and PDF we can apply if x is a continuous random variable. Right? You should remember the first point is not required, automatically it will be satisfied. The second point you should remember for PMF case and PDF case. Blindly you remember sigma summation f of x equal to 1 for PMF and integration of f of x dx equal to 1 for PDF. Like that we should remember for PMF verification and for PDF verification. And you should remember one more point, for PMF case x should be a discrete random variable and for PDF case x should be a continuous random. Okay, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.